Hi folks, today I have for us the arrest of Kansas City Accountability, where he goes to Des Moines, Iowa, gets trespassed from a bank, and arrested. But before we start today's video, a big thank you to all of my current and new channel members and subscribers. Without all of your support, I couldn't get the channel going, so I want to thank you all personally from the bottom of my heart. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the page. Leave a like and a comment because it helps me with the algorithm. Don't forget to check out my second channel, NCR Movie Network, and the podcast, the Craptown Florida Man Power Ranking. Episode 32 is out right now. With all that being said, let's enjoy today's video.
Ooh, we got Des Moines in the house. I want y'all to do good, officers. I want you to do good.
Oh, someone's at the door. Oh, okay. What's up, man?
What you mean? You got gloves on.
I've been putting my gloves on the whole day.
The whole day?
Yep.
Are you sick?
No, I'm not sick.
You're not sick? Huh?
You got your mess on.
Well. How the turntables.
Cause I knew I would run into someone
There you go.
that was sick, and COVID is coming back around.
No, I do not.
You don't believe that?
Nope, I don't believe that.
Okay.
How you been doing today?
I'm okay, man. A beautiful day.
Beautiful out.
I think spring is finally here.
Sun is out.
I think spring is
For weeks of we've been waiting for it.
because you know, and if you live in the Midwest, you know the weather is bipolar. You can get,
Yep.
you know, all four
Yep.
in the same week. I don't see you with a I can barely see. You mind stepping over here so I can see you?
Stand over here.
I mean, 'cause I can't see your name tag.
Oh, near here.
That's what I'm trying to do. The sun is beaming, so I couldn't catch it. Where's your name tag, sir?
Neary.
They don't make you wear a name tag?
It probably fell off in my car.
Okay, so I said they don't make you wear a name tag. I can make them get you one.
5338.
Yeah, okay, I appreciate you. That's all I was trying to get from you, man. The sun, when I'm looking at you this way, the sun is not giving you a good angle.
You know
Okay.
what's going on today? Why we got called out here?
I was just out here recording,
Oh, record.
and so I mean I came up
That's
to
why I'm kind of curious. Like, you have your camera out, maybe you know what's going on.
yeah, I mean, and it's funny because they call more guys with cameras. Your camera on?
Yep.
Okay.
Been on the whole time since we got here.
Okay. Yeah, I was just recording right here. They always running around, so I was like, I kept recording them since they running around like chickens. I went around front. The guy told me that he took a picture of me. Nothing's wrong with that.
Yeah.
So he told me he's going to send it to his security. I told him nothing's wrong with that. That's fine.
Hey, buddy. Were you filming inside the bank?
Say that one more time.
Were you trying to film inside the bank?
I was filming inside I wasn't in the bank,
Yeah.
but I was on the outside in public, filming in the bank from outside. Yeah, I was doing that.
Now, our frauditor here could be in trouble due to the fact that Iowa has changed their Peeping Tom laws. Before 2018, the law originally stated that the person being peeped on must be nude and the peeper must be aroused. However, in 2018, they changed it to the following. It prohibits the filming without consent of another person through a window or any other aperture of the dwelling if the person is being viewed, photographed, or filmed has a reasonable expectation of privacy. So if these people at work have a reasonable expectation of privacy, especially in a bank where they are expected to have privacy when it comes to dealing with people's financial information, the police could charge him with a Peeping Tom violation.
So, like, what you're doing is you're filming inside private areas of their property.
Uh-huh.
You can't do that.
You can't do that?
Correct. Right? So, like, if I go up to your window at your house
Uh-huh.
and I zoom in with the camera, doesn't that seem like there'd be some sort of
Well,
Peeping Tom
if
situation there?
if you come into my window, that means you on my property,
Right.
and I would have an issue with that.
Right. So, like I said, if you're coming up to the window
Uh-huh.
and you're actually physically trying to videotape inside somebody's house
Uh-huh.
or property in this case.
So come here real quick. You telling me I can't do this?
Yep, I'm trying.
Yes.
I'll tell you right now. Yeah, so it's gonna be what they call like a peeping Tom trespass. I'm trying to tell you not to do.
A
right now.
peeping Tom trespass.
Yes, yes.
How long have you been an officer?
3 years.
3 years.
Yes.
Okay, how long are you guys considered a greenie?
That's not a thing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna advise you to trespass from this place, okay? And also advise that you not film inside of private property again. Okay?
Do you understand I'm on public property?
You're also
Yeah, public.
Yeah, you're okay to be here
Uh-huh.
when you start videotaping inside of
Uh-huh.
where it is a private place that you're not supposed to be. That comes a little different, right?
What is it? Please educate me.
That would be like a peeping Tom trespass.
A peeping Tom trespass.
Yes.
I didn't know you can turn a constitutional protected activity into a crime.
And here we go with the frauditor trying to make his defenses. He's trying to make the argument that they are violating his constitutional rights by telling him he can't film inside the bank's windows. The bank is a private business. They have an expectation of privacy for their customers inside of the building. And you can't just film inside there because you're on the sidewalk, as they told you that you could be facing a peeping Tom trespass. Not to mention that you are currently being trespassed from the bank property.
Right.
You have your
so
ID with you, partner?
Can we get like a captain out here, please?
I'll just take your down.
A supervisor, please?
Nope. I'm gonna take your information.
You said no, and that's your policy to
No,
get a
it's not.
supervisor?
Okay,
It's not.
like we're asking you for your ID. We need your ID right now. We have to identify you.
For what crime?
I'm gonna advise you to trespass from this
Trespass.
property,
My
and
partner just
also
literally told you 2 seconds ago.
we're advising you of.
But I've never been on their property.
Okay. Can I please get your identification, sir?
Can we please get a supervisor out here? I just don't need anybody to do
Is
anything
there
or.
anything I could say to get you to give me your information?
If you get a supervisor here,
I'm
please,
not gonna have my
because
supervisor come on.
I don't need you guys to make any mistakes or do anything wrong.
We're not
I'm
making
actually out
mistakes.
here.
We're asking you for a simple stuff, man. Just
You
your
can-
ID, your name.
Did I commit a crime?
It's, like I said, it's that trespass where you can't videotape inside of a private area, okay?
What do you know about the plain view doctrine? Anything you see from public, you can record?
Shenanigans.
Na 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 na
Shenanigans.
na 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 na.
And we're calling shenanigans, folks. Because here's the simple fact of the matter. He doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. The plain view doctrine only applies to law enforcement when it comes to when they do searches. Like, for example, if they pulled somebody over and they look in their car and they can see an open container, that is in plain view. That doesn't mean they can search and say, oh, well, there was an empty bottle under the seat that they couldn't see. Frauditors like to use the plain view doctrine, not understanding that it does not apply to them. The plain view doctrine wouldn't apply to them in this factor due to the fact that Iowa has laws on the book preventing people from looking into other people's windows, even on the public sidewalks.
I'm on a public
but when you're
sidewalk.
coming up, people are saying you're coming up to the window, right?
I'm right
And
here on the
you're-
public sidewalk,
okay.
officer. You
Can I
are
please get your
officer.
identification, sir?
Can we get a supervisor out here,
So I'm going to
please?
detain you real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, we can get that recorded.
Okay, get a supervisor. I charge $2,000 a minute for illegal detainment.
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
Like I said, we have reasonable suspicion anyway.
Let's get a supervisor out here, please. Thank you. I charge $2,000 a minute for an illegal detainment as well.
I'm going to take this from you real quick.
No, that's mine. You can't turn that off. sir.
No, we're
I can
not
hold
going
it.
to turn it off. We're not going to turn it off.
But why can't I just hold it? Why did you take that from me?
We can keep that recorded.
So, real quick.
Don't take me onto their property now. Now you taking me on their property. I wasn't on their property.
We're with you, okay?
Get your supervisor here.
Oh, there's quite a bit of things we need to discuss here with this moron. First off, they are not taking you onto their property. They are taking you to the squad car to place you in the back because you're refusing to ID. And secondly, you're going to charge them $2,000 per minute for an unlawful detainment or an arrest. Well, actually, this would be a lawful detainment due to the fact that you are being trespassed from the bank's property and you're failing to provide your identification to law enforcement upon request. Now, this is a valid reason for them to get your ID, and you must provide it.
So, real quick, buddy, I just need your information.
You're making a huge mistake. Get your supervisor, and I charge $2,000
Do you have
a
an
minute
ID
for
on
an
you?
illegal detainment.
Do you have an ID on
I'm gonna
you?
invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent until we get your supervisor, your chief here. I do not agree to no searches or
No, I'm just
seizures.
asking for...
This guy is fucking stupid!
Look for your ID. Okay?
No, you can't search me, sir.
Okay.
Refusing. Give me your ID.
That's smart.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna see when your captain your chief get down here. That I asked several times and you refused.
All I need is your identification,
Just your
sir, and
ID,
I would
that's
cut
all.
you loose.
Okay.
Let's get your supervisor down here.
No ID on you at all?
Those are officers that knew how to do their job.
Here you go.
You're searching me.
Well, I'm asking, looking for an ID, right?
You can't do
You-
that.
you
No, I'm looking for an ID.
But you
okay?
can't. But you can't.
You're
do
refusing
that.
me to give your ID,
But-
man.
Interfere with official
but you
acts
can't do that.
by not giving me your identification.
I don't have to
right?
do that, sir. Let's get your supervisor. I asked for that before you made a
No
mistake.
ID.
I said I don't want you to make no
Alright,
mistake.
walk over here.
Can we get your
Real quick.
supervisor here? Okay, y'all.
You know, it's funny. Even while he's being put in the back of the car, he's asking for a supervisor. Even though he says he doesn't want them to make any mistakes, he's been making mistakes this entire time. I mean, a simple Google search can reveal that Iowa has a new Peeping Tom law in effect. He could also learn what the trespassing laws are. He could also learn a simple fact that just because you request a supervisor does not mean a supervisor is required to show up to deal with you in this type of situation. Now, if this was an actual unlawful detainment, then yes, you could be justified to having a supervisor present, or if you need clarification on something. But this is a simple trespassing that you've turned into an arrest.
He's doing this just to get engaged with people, so he can get you on video.
Sure.
So
And this is the third.
this is the third fight,
today.
and we tell the same people the same thing.
You don't
This
give him
is,
attention, he's going to walk off. We're not giving him attention. You're not giving him attention. He moves on.
So we have members complaining because he's videoing them as they get in their cars.
yep, that's not illegal. It's not illegal. Unfortunately, that's why he's doing it. I know it's frustrating. Trust me. Usually they come down to the station and they come into our lobby and start videotaping and then trying to cause confrontations. So and then somebody will talk to him and they'll chop it up and make it look like we're doing something wrong. So.
Now, I did cut something out in the first part of my video of his intro, where he tries to explain that this part of the video is the cops violating his rights by informing the public about an ongoing investigation. Well, that would be a matter of public record anyways, because you could pull up his police report. But the cops are explaining that, yes, he has been trespassed from a bank before for doing this, and that he does have a right to be on the sidewalk filming, but not inside of their building. But at this point, wouldn't the frauditors be happy that the cops are explaining that they have a right to do what they're doing, even though we don't like it? No, it's because he doesn't like the fact that they are explaining what he's doing and why he's doing it. All frauditors want to have the right to boss people around, especially government employees and the police. But when somebody tells them, hey, this is why they're doing it, it seems to get them all butthurt.
So I get the frustration, I get the annoyance, like it's bothering people, but he can do it. So,
He was asking to go inside and stuff. But,
yeah, well,
I mean, like
he got arrested yesterday for something similar. He was on property, but
so if he does go inside or past the sidewalk, can we call you guys?
Yeah.
Like if he has the camera.
absolutely.
If he goes inside,
Yeah.
You know what he's trying to do by chance? Do you know?
they say he's a First Amendment.
Exactly, yeah. So, it's a pain. It's a pain.
That's why it makes you uncomfortable. He wants us to engage with him, so we violate his rights.
Okay.
It's a pain. It's a nuisance. We were just up at Bankers Trust on 7th with the same guy. It's easy for us to say, I would try and ignore him. If we don't go out and give him attention now, he's walked. We were probably at Bankers Trust up on 7th, probably 25, 30 minutes ago. So you don't give him any attention, we don't, he'll move on to the next place.
So in the same day, he's gone to a second bank to try to harass them to get a reaction. The officer is correct. This is what he wants. He wants a reaction so he can put it on YouTube. You don't give him the reaction, just like you would do a toddler who is throwing a tantrum. They tire themselves out and go on about their business. With a frauder, if you don't give them the reactions they want, they can't make a good video. They want somebody to react to them so they can call them a Karen, to say the cops are violating their rights even though the truth of the matter is they are just overgrown toddlers who haven't heard the word no and disciplined enough.
Like he says, he's trying to bait you guys to call us to come here, us to engage with him, violate his rights, and then he gets video clips online, a lawsuit.
They usually go down to the police station and try this.
Really?
They just sit there and report the police station and try to come in the lobby and
He's not trying to come in.
Yeah, because he knows.
You got arrested for that yesterday. For trespassing. Well, for interference.
Yeah.
They're quite smart. They know.
He wanted my ID. I said, he says, I'll give you mine. He said, well.
And this is where the video ends. Clearly we heard that he was already arrested for interfering the other day, and now he's made his way to 2 different banks to go back to harass them. The police have informed the people of what to do to get him to go away, and he doesn't like that. So if you guys like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a thumbs up and a comment because it helps me with the algorithm. Don't forget to check out my second channel and the podcast. With all that being said, be well, be safe, and I'll see you guys next time. And a special thank you to all members of the news team. Without all of your support, I couldn't keep this channel going. So I want to thank you all personally from the bottom of my heart. You guys mean the world to me, and I can never thank you enough for all the encouragement and support you guys give me.